Hey guys, how's it going? So, today I am going to do a review, not a first impression review, but a review of a game called Everholm. I have already played about 40 minutes of this game, so it's not exactly a first impression review like I usually do, but I really haven't played a lot of the game, so there are definitely still some stuff which I definitely could make my mind up. My mind is made up a little bit. I would say about 70% of my mind is made up about this game already from all of the stuff that I've seen in the first maybe 40 to 50 minutes that I've played the game so far. So, and anyway, today I am going to be reviewing the game. I'm going to be giving you my running commentary as I play through the game today. Usually I would be giving my opinion at the end of the video, and I will give my final opinion at the end of the video, but since I've already played some of the game, and like I say, my opinion is already about 70% made up about this game, I will be giving you my opinion right at the beginning of the video, because I already have 70% made my mind up about the game. So I'm gonna show you what I already, in my opinion, have found that is not very good about the game. So obviously, hopefully you guys are following me on Steam. I very often review a game on Steam, but don't review it on my channel, simply because I don't have enough time to spend 2 hours on each and every one of the games that I own on Steam. So I did do a review on the 18th of November on the game, even though, like I say, it is only I've only played about not even an hour of the game. So very quickly I'm going to tell you what I found so far that is not good about the game, which in my opinion, unless there's a lot of good stuff in the game that I haven't discovered yet, then unfortunately this game is gonna get a not recommended from me based on what I've seen so far. But we will see as we play through the game today. Perhaps the game can turn it around. Perhaps there are some very good things in the game that I haven't noticed yet. So in any way, the text dialogue is way too fast. There's a couple of places in the game where the text scrolls across the screen, the English text, and it is so fast I'm not even able to read 50% of the text on the screen. So the text is way too fast, and that simply means that you're going to lose out on a lot of the story of the game, because the story dialogue scrolls way too fast. There's no voice acting either, which in a $20 game, I would like voice acting in a $20 game. I probably won't expect voice acting in a $5 game or in a $10 game, but a $20 game, you can even put GI, generative intelligence, or LLM voiceover in a game. That doesn't cost hardly anything. You can do it for free with a lot of different apps. And to get GI, generative intelligence voiceover in a game is easy. It's cheap these days, and it actually sounds good. It doesn't sound like a real human, but it sounds good. I would honestly take GI voiceover any time over not having any voice acting in a game. So the fact that the game doesn't have voice acting is a criticism, and I think it's a valid criticism in a game that costs $20. You constantly have to swap your tools, which is obtuse. Instead of just having one tool, you constantly have to swap between many different tools. Now, that wouldn't be so bad, but the issue which makes that fact even worse is the fact that you guys will see when we get into the game, when you hit something, you're not really sure Does it use the axe? Like, should you use the axe? Should you use the hammer? Should you use the pickaxe? Should you use the scythe? You know, you have many different tools, and only one of those tools will actually chop down a tree, or only one of those tools will actually break a iron ore vein, you know? So very often you end up swinging 3 wrong tools at a single resource node, and then only after swinging the 4th tool you realize, oh, this thing uses the pickaxe, I should use the pickaxe in the future on this thing, or this thing uses the hammer, or whatever. And to compact it even further is that every time that you swing your pickaxe, or swing your scythe, or swing your axe, you lose stamina or energy. Like, it literally takes stamina or energy to just swing the axe. So even when you're not eating anything, you still lose energy in the game, which is fucking idiotic in my opinion. It's really, really stupid. So you not only have to swing multiple times at a single resource, you also lose energy every time that you swing your tool. So that's really, really idiotic. On top of that, when you get into low energy, you move at about 30% of the speed that you normally move at, which is incredibly idiotic. You also cannot see how much energy or health you actually have left exactly. So you might have 5 energy left or 10 energy left, so you should still be able to hit a couple of things. You know, you should still be able to use that last little bit of your stamina or your energy, but since you cannot see exactly how much energy or health you have left, you don't know how many swings or hits you can still do before passing out, because you do pass out when you reach 0 energy or 0 health, which I don't like. I don't like that system. It's the same system that uh, Stardew Valley uses, and I don't like that. I don't like Stardew Valley, and I don't like the fact that you pass out when you reach 0 energy or 0 health. Otherwise than that, you cannot rebind key bindings at all, so there's no button customization or key rebinding at all. The game has no tutorial at all. The game has no quest indicators at all. If you don't sleep, so if you pass out or if you die or anything like that, you wake up the next day with 50% energy, which is obtuse once again. So there are a lot of different things in this game so far which I don't like a lot of things. Honestly, like I said, my opinion on this game is pretty much 70% made up, and it's not good. It's not positive. My opinion on the game currently is not positive in the slightest. So we will be seeing if this game can at all um, turn me around, if perhaps there's some very, very good things in the game that I am missing. But currently, I can honestly tell you that it does not look good for this game. Um, the game is just honestly, there's too many bad things in the game that I've seen so far uh, that I don't think the game will be able to turn around. There's too much bad and not a lot of good at all that I've seen so far. The animation is nice. I do like the animation of the game, the art style, and the animation is relatively high quality. It's not as high quality as Stonekeeper, for instance. Stonekeeper has very, very high quality pixel graphics. This pixel graphics is okay. You know, it's okay. It's not fantastic, but it's okay. And it is certainly something that I would consider a positive in the game. But yeah, good pixel graphics is not gonna turn my opinion around on this game so far. So we will just have to see if there's anything else that might be good in the game. I'm not gonna read the text. Honestly, I am of the opinion that if the developers don't want to add voice acting to a game, then I'm not gonna care about the story of the game. Honestly, um, I don't care about the story of the game. If the developers don't care enough to actually um, give you a narrative, an actual narrative with I'm looking for the speed, the speed of the text. So you can't even change the speed of the text, or am I wrong? You can't even change the speed of the text. Are you serious? Okay, so there's no way to change the speed of the text either. So you can't even do that. Okay, so that's another negative. So anyway, if the developers don't care enough about their game to make the game be narrated, to have an actual narrative of the story, then I don't care either. Honestly, if the developers don't care, then I'm not gonna care. So, yeah, that's my opinion on the fact that the game doesn't have any narration. Another really fucking stupid thing is the fact that, for instance, you can water a plant like this multiple times. So you can water. And as you see at the bottom here, your energy, oh, you can actually hover over the energy. Okay, that's the first time that I've seen that. So you can actually hover over the energy to see how much energy you have. Okay, I wasn't aware of that. So my one criticism that I just stated, where you cannot see exactly how much health or exactly how much energy you have, that criticism is now out of the door. So that is one criticism that I was mistaken on. That's the importance of obviously giving the game a good go, giving the game the benefit of the doubt, not just abandoning the game after 10 minutes, you know, which I very much would have done if based on all of the bad stuff that I've seen so far. But as I said, the game has some really fucking stupid things, like the fact that you can water something multiple times and it takes energy. Look, our energy is 127. I'm gonna water this plant a couple of times, and now I have 122 energy. So literally, that makes no sense, and it is obtuse. It makes the game more obtuse. So little things like that, all of the little things like that is obtuse, and the fact that the game has no quest markers, and the fact that the map is fucking useless. Oh, now it shows them, actually. Previously it didn't show them, now it shows them. I wonder if the developers did an update recently, because literally I played the game a couple of days ago. It didn't show anyone on the map. I see that it's still not showing quest markers, so there's still no quest markers anywhere. But at least now it's showing the people on the map. All of these little things, like I say, this and not showing quest markers, all of those little things add up to the game not being recommendable. Just one of those things wouldn't make me not recommend a game, but all of those things put together very much would make me not recommend a game. So currently, there are just many more things that are bad that would make me not recommend a game than good things. So another thing that I already mentioned is that you have to switch between all of your different tools to do certain tasks. So if I want to harvest these leaves, you have to switch to the scythe in order to harvest these leaves. A scythe cannot cut down a tree. And if you look at my energy, 92 energy, and then we hit the tree a couple of times, Now I have 90 energy, which is fucking idiotic. So that really, really pisses me off. Like, I don't have an issue with a game doing certain things that I personally don't like. Like, I quite honestly won't criticize a game for doing something that I personally don't like. But I absolutely will shit on a game if it does idiotic things like taking your stamina when you swing at something without even hitting anything. Like literally, I have 73 energy right now. 1, 2, 3, and now I have 70 energy. That is the most obtuse, most fucking idiotic thing I've seen in a game in a very long time. So, yeah, unfortunately, the game has some really, really, really illogical and obtuse things in the game. But anyway, let's see if the game in the next hour or so can pull something out of its ass to actually make the game worthwhile. So, like I said, the game has no quest markers at all. So right now I don't really know what to do. Oh, I just press tab and then it changes your bar. See, that's another thing that the game doesn't tell you. The game literally has no tutorial. I did mention that. So things like this, like where you press tab and then it switches to your other crafting bar, you just have to figure that shit out for yourself because the game literally has no tutorial. Let's see, what's the button? Okay. Collect rewards. Let's do that. Collect rewards. I don't know why they're not just automatically collected, but anyway. So right now, the game also has like a love system like Stardew Valley and My Time at Porsche does, for instance. I'm really not interested in those kinds of mechanics. So there's blah blah blah. Meet some town folks. Okay, that's gonna take me a long time. Harvest carrots. I can't do that right now. I did plant carrots, but I obviously can't harvest them right now. Check out the job board. A job board sounds interesting. I should check it out. So the game literally doesn't tell you where to go. It gives you no information whatsoever. So you can spend the... What's this? Oh, inventory full. Oh, that's fantastic. How do you open? Oh, B. Okay. So you open your inventory with B. The inventory is very, very small. Incredibly small, in fact. Besides all of your tools taking up like 30% of your inventory, this is your entire inventory that you have left. So your inventory is incredibly small. So now, I think I can build a chest over here. I remember something like that. No, apparently not. So this is all of the stuff that I can build right now. Literally plant box, wood fence, board, twig, and rope. That's all that I can build right now. I'm trying to figure out how... Firstly, I don't know how to increase my inventory space. Obviously, like I said, the game doesn't have a tutorial. Secondly, like with this this job board, you can spend the entire day, literally as the time goes past, you can spend the entire day, you can spend multiple days searching for the job board. Like, the game doesn't tell you where anything is, so you can literally spend the next week walking around searching for the job board. You could walk literally right past the job board and you wouldn't even know it, and that is just a gigantic waste of time. So I honestly don't know where I'm gonna put my stuff. The house has a couple of things to interact with, but I don't think I've yet found a place where I can actually store stuff. I don't think so. Like, another thing is that the game doesn't have a way for you to highlight stuff. Like, to highlight everything in the room, for instance. There's nothing like that. You literally have to walk up to each and everything in the game. You have to swing your mouse around like a retard and just hope that you actually end up hitting the thing that you want to interact with. And it's very easy to miss stuff, you know. It's very easy to, like this teddy bear, you wouldn't know you can interact with this teddy bear unless you go over to it. So it's very easy to miss stuff in this game. So I'm not seeing anything around here that I can actually interact with. I'm looking for like a chest or anything like that where I can maybe store stuff. I'm looking around here on my little farm. I'm honest, you can sell stuff here, I think. I think that's selling, but I don't want to sell. Yeah, you see, I don't want to sell stuff. I don't have anything to sell right now. I just want to store stuff. What's in here? Okay, I can't go in there. So literally right now I'm stuck. Like, my inventory is full and I don't have anywhere to put anything. So like, what are you supposed to do with all of these things, you know? Can you throw them on the ground? Don't know what that is. You see, you can't even throw stuff on the ground. Like, literally, you can destroy stuff. Like, if you take the pine cone, you can destroy stuff, but you can't throw stuff on the ground. So, what the hell are you supposed to do? Like, it's really fucking idiotic that there are stuff on the ground. Like there, I just picked that up. But why can't I throw stuff on the ground? I also don't know how to use this. Like, the game doesn't tell you how to use it. I'm left clicking, right clicking. The game doesn't tell you how to use stuff like that. Obviously, the game has no tutorial. So, like, right now, I'm stuck. I can't get rid of stuff. I don't know where to store stuff. I don't think the game has a place to store stuff because, I mean, I've looked around everywhere, to be honest. There's no place to store stuff. And I can't build a chest or anything like that. Like, literally, there's no chests. Like, even under the furniture section, there's no chests or anything like that you could build. So honestly, I'm screwed. Like, there's nothing. Like, how are you supposed to collect stuff if your inventory is full? This is supposed to be a game where you go out, you collect stuff, you craft stuff, all of that kind of stuff, but you can't craft stuff if you can't collect stuff. You can't collect stuff if your inventory is full. And the game literally doesn't give you a way to just store stuff, or even if you could throw stuff on the ground inside your house, I would take that. I would consider that a kind of semi-legitimate way to make some space in your inventory. But you can't even do that. So what the fuck am I supposed to do with all of this stuff? Like, honestly, it's just really bad game design at the end of the day. It's incredibly bad game design. Like, I can't do anything now. I can't pick anything new up other than the stuff that I already have. So I can pick up more fibers, or I can pick up more hardwood, stuff like that. But I can't do anything else. So how How are you supposed to progress in the game? The game is just really, really badly designed, honestly. There's no two ways about it. The game is just really badly designed. Ah, this is the quest board, I'm assuming. Yeah, job board, okay. So, only one job per week. Why the fuck would there only be one job per week? That's another really obtuse, really unnecessary limitation in the game. Why would that be a thing? That's just really idiotic. 15 hardwood. We can do that. I mean, I do have the hardwood. Red tulip flowers would also be nice, but I don't know where to get the red tulip flowers. Perhaps you have to grow them, and in that case I definitely won't have them for a couple of days. So I do have hardwood, so we can take that one. And then how do you actually complete it? Like, how do you hand it in, for instance? Okay, that one is done. So where's the quest? Okay. Tomos. So Tomos wants that, and then Tomos, where's Tomos? There. Okay, so Tomos is there to the far left. So maybe on our way over there I can just harvest a couple more trees and get the final pieces of wood that we require. Let's see, I don't think these ones give hardwood. I can't remember. There's a difference between hardwood. Yeah, you see, that's wood. So hardwood is something different. I think these ones are hardwood. No, that's just wood. I need hardwood. I can't remember exactly where to get hardwood exactly. Let's see. I'm having a look around. I think some of these trees will give hardwood and some of them... Okay, I can't chop that one. Let's see if this one will give hardwood, maybe. Ah, no, that's just normal wood. I honestly can't remember where to get hardwood. I do have 12 hardwood, but I don't remember where to get it. Okay, can't destroy that one. Can't destroy that one. Let's try these white trees, maybe. Nope, that's also just a regular wood. Another thing that I really don't like is the fact that the game doesn't show you the health remaining or the durability remaining on a tree or on a piece of resource. So as you're hitting a tree, the game doesn't actually show you how many more hits it requires to destroy the tree. So that's just another missing quality of life feature. Honestly, at the end of the day, the developers, in my opinion, just haven't put a lot of effort into the game, haven't put in a lot of thought, like, is our mechanics in the game making the player's life more difficult? Or, I think, no. Or is it making the player's life easier? Is it making the player's life more fun? You know, that is something that a game developer should always ask themselves. Are we making the player's life more difficult? Or, like, why are we adding this specific mechanic to the game? And unfortunately, this game just has so many mechanics in it that make the game worse, that make the game less enjoyable at the end of the day. I mean, the inventory being fucking tiny is a really really big issue. The fact that the game has no tutorial, the fact that the game doesn't show quest markers, you know, it's just death by 1,000 cuts. There's 1,000 different bad things in this game, and just really not anywhere near enough good things at the end of the day. The game has very, very few good things. Like I said, the graphical style and the animation is nice. It's above average, I would say. The world is nice and big. It honestly takes you quite a while to walk from here to over there. I don't know if this is the entire world. I hope that it's not the entire world, but the world is nice and big, you know, you're not confined to a small area. But honestly, that's all of the good things that I can say about the game. That's really all of the good things. The game just has so many things that are not good that... Oh, and we pass out, of course. There's also no warning about when you're gonna pass out. Like the energy bar really should show you like you're about to pass out, or it should warn you that you're about to pass out, something like that. I mean, in my opinion, you shouldn't even pass out. It shouldn't be possible to pass out. You can reach zero energy, but you shouldn't be able to pass out. That's just another obtuse and unnecessary mechanic in the game. Just because Stardew Valley does that dumb shit doesn't mean that every game has to do it. And not every game does do that dumb shit, which is why I'm criticizing this game as well. Exactly how I criticized Stardew Valley for doing that stupid shit. So really, guys, at the end of the day, I can't recommend the game. There are just way, way, way too many bad stuff in this game. There's one or two good things, but honestly, there's more than a dozen bad things in the game, as I already showed you guys at the beginning of the video. So, honestly, there is no way how I can recommend this game. With some games, I might be a little bit tentative, you know, I might say, oh well, the game is okay, but it's not worth the money, it's not worth $20 or $30 or whatever. Honestly, with this game, I'm not even tentative. With this game, it's just a flat out no. It's just a flat out... This game has way too many bad stuff in it. There are honestly no redeeming qualities about the game. And it's just not a game that I would even play for free. Like, honestly, I'm just gonna uninstall the game after this. The developers did send me a code for the game, and honestly, I'm just gonna uninstall the game after this. It's not worth the time. If you're looking for a good game like this, then honestly, look at something like My Time at Porsche, even though My Time at Porsche is way too fucking expensive. Like, My Time at Porsche and My Time at Sandrock are like $40 or something insane like that, which is way too much. I wouldn't pay that much for the game. But it's a good game. Something like Luma Island. I'm actually working on a review for Luma Island right now. Luma Island is very good. What's the price of Luma Island? Let me check here quickly. By the way, the audio of the game also falls away when you Alt-Tab. So that's just another thing in the game that is really stupid. So Luma Island, I just want to check the price here. Luma Island is $20. So Luma Island costs the same as this game, but Luma Island is significantly better. Like, honestly, Luma Island is way, 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 way better than this game. You could even look at something like Cornucopia, even though Cornucopia, I did do a review on Cornucopia. I don't recommend Cornucopia at the end of the day, but Cornucopia does have some redeeming qualities, and I reviewed Cornucopia when it was still in early access, so it should now actually have a lot more content, because I did my Cornucopia review like a year ago while it was still in early access. So even Cornucopia is something that you could maybe check out. Luma Island is fantastic. I wouldn't recommend Stardew Valley. It's not a good game in my opinion. But yeah, like there are other alternatives to this game, and quite honestly, this game just has way too much bad stuff in the game. It's way too obtuse, in my opinion, to even come close to recommending this game. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much my opinion of this game. Pretty quick video today, but yeah, like I said, I already played about an hour of the game, and yeah, I just don't see any redeeming qualities with this game. The developers will have to change a lot of stuff in order to make this game actually playable and actually recommendable and actually worth the $20 that they're asking. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. As always, if you want to support the channel, if you want to allow me to do more reviews for you guys, then you guys can head over to patreon.com/LFB. Your support is very much appreciated. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I will see you guys next time.